Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So the previous video is not the last video, so this one is the last one. Maybe an extra bonus video for you that stay tuned with our channel. So from before we start, we will do the we will introduce you, my same group members, Azam Mulinda and Ashraf Razak. So for this lab session is like slightly same with the previous one, but a little bit addition on other component. So Ashraf, can you scroll on through the first question?
Okay.
Go to the instruction. Instruction jap bawah sikit.
Instruction. This.
So for this lab, we are required to make insulation test to ensure the insulator property meets the EIC standard. So for basically this lab is same with the previous lab on lab 2 and lab 3. So in addition for this lab, it's about make the same procedure but same method, but this one is provide for DC high voltage signal that with same combination of FC monitoring system and piezo scope or digital oscilloscope that required on the software. So for the first thing that I will introduce to you is about how the connection will be construct. So Ashraf, can you scroll down at the section 1? So for the section 1 is, as you can see, there will be a figure that consists of gate control, picoscope at secondary for AC that shown on the previous step, the banana connector and PNCT junction. So for the second figure, so for my question is about how we will be construct the two figure 1 and figure 2, for how to construct to be the new one that which be the additional component will be add on at our circuit diagram. So Ashraf for the answer. So this one is the schematic diagram that combining the AC and DC. So same with the previous lab, we have the FC, we have the transformer and the capacitor. So on after the 100 picofarad, so you can see the system is a little bit different. So if you want to make a DC system, we'll have to ensure the graph maybe a single graph in DC graph. So we have to make the graph to be smooth. So it will be goes through the rectifier. That as you can see, you can shown that shown on the schematic diagram. They are blocking diode that make that will be block the voltage to be go through the line. So it will go to the capacitor that will make that will lower the ripple voltage. So and then it goes to the resistor 280 mega ohm. So and then the same method will be goes to the secondary DC unit, which the secondary AC unit with the same procedure. They will plug in on the through the parallel combining parallel on the one will be goes to the FC frequency converter, and other one will be goes to the picoscope for the measurement. So for the next things that I will explaining about what the safety that need to be done on this lab is will be made to double check on the earthing switch that must be touched properly at the top of the electrode. And the second one is whenever we make a lab section, there will be need to make sure the clean setup on the wire that has construct to prevent the hazardous. So for the next question will be goes to Ashraf for presenting.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. I'm Ashraf. I will presenting the section 2 of this experiment. Section 2 involve the configuring the procedure of setting the kit control and picoscope. That is the same procedure as lab 3 session. I will explain about the figure 3 and figure 4 to set up the hardware. Firstly, I will show the kit control window, which consists of the calibration of DC output voltage. We will increase about 0% to 50%. We will try observe one by one, and this is the customer setup for the frequency converter. The calibration of DC output voltage, we noted that the first slot involve VM1, slot 1 and slot 2, and fifth slot represent the VM3 for the output voltage, for the DC output voltage. And next, for this part, I will show the channel A and channel B. Channel A represent the SC coupling will need to set, and the divider ratio will use the previous lab, which is the divider ratio 19,651.1 volt, and the channel B is the DC output voltage that we observe, and we set the divider ratio 20,414.4, and the offset is 0 for the 2 channel. And we must aware about the tap channel A and channel B because they a little bit confused when we run the simulation result. And then I will explain about the primary side of the transformer. Shows a result for each output voltage and current increase when the injection test high voltage was testing. And then the customer setup window has some configuration of calibration section that need to arrange, which is channel A represent the VM1 value is 19,651.1 BRMS within slot 1 and slot 2. As we know, the second termination point VM2 represents slot 3 and slot 4, and third termination that used in the calculation of DC output voltage is slot 5 for VM3, which is the value is set to 204.14 volt. The channel B is the calibration of the DC output voltage in this experiment. This is the serial number that we get from the manual manufacturing. The serial number for the calculation of DC output voltage for major resistor is 2298.16773, and the secondary resistor serial number is 2234118203. The voltage divider ratio in manual setup is 20,414.4. Instead of the calibration of DC output voltage, they have used the resistive component. Different with XC calibration use a capacitive. It uses resistive component such as 280 mega ohm because to sustain high stress of voltage. The component that used in this experiment is secondary resistor, which is 14 kilo ohm of the resistor value, and the voltage used is 140 kilovolt. And I will highlight about the alarm system. Before we start up the injection voltage, the alarm need to reset because to get the safety of the system, and the result are more accurate to simulate. And the alarm will notify a green alarm and ready to be tested by the user. This the system monitoring of secondary side of the transformer with 8 slot. The first result shows the DC output voltage for 10%. That the value in the frequency converter, which is slightly different with the picoscope, and same goes to the other value 20%. It must have a little bit different for the other value. Same, I will show until the 40% and lastly the 50%. And lastly, the system monitoring of secondary side of transformer will display until 5th slot of measurement and other slot constant value 0 volt. In the kit control window shows that the reference value and the measurement from the picoscope are slightly different and the error of the result can be calculated. That's all for me. I will pass the section to Azam. Ada section to Azam.
Okay, thank you, Ashraf. So this is the last session, which is the session 3. So for this section, this is they asked to make a differentiation between picoscope and frequency converter result. So as you can see here, at the result, you can see the voltage output, which is we take for 5th reading, which is 10% to 50%. So for 10% at the kids control, which is the kids control is the frequency converter. So basically the reading from the FC, which is more lower than the picoscope. So to get the error, so basically we use the typical formula, which is we take the value for kids control minus with picoscope, and then divide by kids control value and time with 100%. So you will get the error. So all these things we use frequency for 50%. We use 50 Hertz. So for the conclusion, the discrepancy between kids control and picoscope mostly is because of the harmonic. Where is the harmonic, it can be distortion the value of the reading. So that's might because the value of picoscope is high than kids control. And then where the picoscope is more visualized, displays waveform to reveal signal strength, wave shape, and the instantaneous value of the signal. Besides that, also because the sensitivity of measurement device, which is the device each device have the sensitivity. So besides that, basically this setting use 10K sample, where is the wave more narrow, more smooth and very detailed wave, and the less sample is become expand like we zoom the wave. But if we click the graph, they have a graph on the wave, which is we can see the kind of ripple, and then the high voltage output given the more high the amplitude of current at the picoscope, and getting high the wave of voltage at the gauge control. So for the last part, where is the voltage output is reducing to 0, and then you can see the readings still have the high voltage, which is the remaining charge. So to discharge this charge, we use the method where is we use the discharge rod, where is the discharge rod connected to the ground, and then we touch all the equipment with the electrode to let the charge go to ground. So then all the equipment is safely to touch. That's all from us. So thank you.